AMC, we've got to talk. We got bad news. What is going on? Why is it not going up? Today, we're going to look at the chart, talk more about AMC, talk about the short interest, talk about what is really going on, the truth behind this play. Breaking it all down right here in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Patrick here, and well, if you haven't already watched one of my videos before, I'm the guy on YouTube that's been talking about the opposite of what everyone else has been talking about here on YouTube when it comes to AMC. Now, I won't brag and say that I've been right every step of the way here, but my overall thesis for AMC to go lower and lower and lower has been playing out exactly like we've been talking about here on the channel since June of 2021. So go ahead and check everybody else out, Trades and every other YouTuber that's been telling you that MOASS is coming. Well, I've been saying the opposite. So who's right, who's wrong? Who really knows? Let's dive into the chart. All right. So pulling up the daily chart here on AMC, this is something that's really troubling, something that I'm worried about for AMC holders. Now, it's funny because everyone's like, well, are you a holder? Do you hold? Do you buy? Do you sell? What are you doing, Patrick? Do you just talk about AMC? And I want to make it very clear, I do trade AMC. I made money, like a week ago, trading call options on AMC. And then right now, I'm basically flat on AMC, waiting for a move to play out here. But the problem right now is we're just not bouncing. Like normally when AMC sells off, you know, we get a bounce back. But you can see AMC sold off down here at this level at that $20. And we have not bounced back. It's been red for what, almost 2 weeks now of red for AMC. The last time we touched down this $20 level, we bounced back. AMC bounced back up here to $30. Since touching down to this level, kind of that double bottom, we had a support, we had consolidation there at that $20 level. You can see, you know, ding, 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 ding. This should have, like in a bullish manner, if you know, if this is bullish, I would have said that AMC would have pushed back up here at least to kind of get up into this $30, maybe $28 to $30 level here where that previous resistance was, and then AMC would then turn down. But something different is happening right now. I don't know exactly what's happening, obviously, but it's not doing what we would have hoped for it. I was hoping for AMC to bounce off of 20 to buy like $25 call options. You get AMC to push up here to the $30 level, and then at that point, we're gonna sell those call options. We're gonna then buy put options, and then we're gonna ride it back down here below $20. But look at this, how AMC just has not bounced back here. We sold off this big red candle here, sold off down to that level, and then yesterday on Friday, closing right here at $20.57, but you can see it dipped down there below $20. So that $20 support area, I would say now is basically invalidated, or to the point that it's, you know, like, hey, maybe there's not as much support at that $20 level that the bulls thought there was. Now, we did get a spike in volume there on Friday, it seems. You get a little bit of spike in volume. During this sell-off, kind of volume was light. You get a big green spike in volume, which is normally bullish, but you can see some of the volume before getting some bigger wave, you know, a lot more volume. So it seems like overall the volume has just been kind of dying out. And I think a lot of that is coming from the retail investors just not having any more money. I saw a really interesting chart the other day talking about how most AMC investors have been buying up here above this level, this $34 to $36 level, that the majority of AMC holders are holding AMC with an average price above $30. So right now, if you would have bought up here at the $30 level, let's just say you bought at 36, you're now down about 42%. And that starts to become daunting, right? Before, when AMC was bouncing off of this level and people were buying at the $30 to $36 level, you know, if you would have bought, like let's say you bought here at the 40s and it dropped down here to $30, that's only a 20% drop. So it's much easier to hold through those types of losings, or, you know, losing in general. Anybody who bought up here at the $50 to $60 level is now down around 65%. And yes, people bought up here at that level. So most, I would say 90% of AMC retail traders at this point are in the red. That everybody at least that bought after June. If you bought AMC after June, after this insane move, you got suckered into the whole AMC debacle, the apes, the bears, the bulls, you got suckered into that. Well, you are now, I'm saying, you're in the red. If let's just say you would have bought, even if you would have bought at $25, you're still down about 30% right now. Well, we'll say from 30 down there to 20. Yeah, about 40%. So in general, where you're no longer a part of a movement, but now you're like, dang, I might just lose all my money, right? If I invested $1,000 when it was $40, and now let's say, I bought $1,000 when it was $40, I'm now down about $400 to $500. So I'm down about 50% of my total investment on AMC. And I'm thinking, if I've got my bills to pay, I've got my rent, I've got whatever bills coming up here, and I'm like, man, I could really use some money right now, I might be looking to take some profit. And the thing about this is a lot of people say like, oh, well, the shorts, they have to cover at some point. Shorts have to cover. Well, the thing is, the shorts do not have to cover. There is no rule that says that shorts have to cover on a certain date, or they can't hold their shorts. They can pay the interest. They can figure out ways to move. Now, one thing that I want to talk about here is a lot of people always are coming up with different theories or different reasons, manipulation. The stock market's this is rigged. And this whole movement is about actually trying to stop the manipulation in the stock market. But the one thing that I want to make clear here is that the stock market was created basically by a bunch of rich people to protect their money from inflation. This was never about helping the little man. The stock market was not invented for the poor people of America to get rich. That was never the idea. So why would that idea change now? And the thing is, I think it was like less than 75% of Americans actually own a stock, directly own a stock. So that's a pretty interesting number to think about. So you have 75% of America who really does not care about the ape movement, does not care about Wall Street, does not care about really anything to do with regulation or things like that. So yes, there might be millions of apes out there, which I don't think there's millions of apes by any means, but let's just say, there's hundreds of thousands of apes out there that are screaming and yelling, we need regulation, we need to stop the manipulation. It's just not enough to get the party going when everybody's worried about other things in the world like the pandemic and, trying to survive. With inflation running rampant, the cost of living going higher and higher, I would say the priority list for AMC regulation for the U.S. government or anyone to really care about AMC and Ken Griffin or any of that stuff, they just don't care, right? Because at the end of the day, the stock market is still kind of just doing its thing and making money for people who have invested for long terms, and there's really just, no incentive here. I just don't think there's really incentive for anyone to try to stop whatever is going on. The dark pools, the shorts, the naked shorts, whatever you want to say. If you look at the short interest as well, it's at 18%, which is not insane. I know everyone's like, yeah, but they have naked shorts. There's millions and billions of naked shorts out there. That's all a theory. Nobody knows for sure what the actual number of naked shorts are. No one really even knows if there is naked shorts. And I know someone's going to comment like, yeah, but my favorite YouTuber told me that there's billions of naked shorts out there and the shorts have to cover, so I'm going to hold my AMC forever because at some point it's going to happen. But I don't know. I just feel like if it was going to happen, if AMC was really going to squeeze, it would have happened already, right? It would have happened back here on this trend. It would have broken out, and then we had the big squeeze for the next leg higher. But right now, nothing about AMC says that it's bullish. You can say that my technical analysis doesn't matter, fundamentals don't matter, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, gravity is always a thing, right? Gravity is always pulling things back down to earth. And that same idea applies to stocks. Stocks go up on good news. Stocks go up on, expected earnings. Stocks go up on the future. But the problem is when a stock like AMC that has no future starts to go up, well, the gravity starts to pull it back down. And that's exactly what's happening right now. Gravity is pulling AMC back down. It's not the shorts. It's not the naked shorts. It's not Ken Griffin. It's not me. It's not Citadel. It's not any bear out there. It's just the simple idea of supply, demand. More and more supply is opening up. Less demand. People are selling. People that bought AMC back there at $40 are selling now. I know for sure they are because I've talked to apes. They're like, man, I should have sold when I bought up here. I should have sold for 50. I should have sold for 70, but I didn't. I ended up holding, and well, here we are today. Now, let's just make it very clear, simple. What will happen next? Nobody knows for sure. Do we bounce here? Do we rally after that? All that matters is this big yellow line right here. This big old yellow line. If the MOASS, let's just say like technically, if it would ever actually happen, this is the more feasible idea. I think AMC kind of just fizzles out, gets down here to this $12 level. I'm still hoping for some type of bounce up to this 30s. Let's just say we go like this. Let's say we pop up to the 30s, and then we sell off back down here to the $16 to $15 level. You can see back there in April of 2021, we had support there at the $9 level. And now the question is, what exactly will AMC do? Will it crash from here down to there, or will we rally one more time? We could buy puts, and then we get that reverse MOASS that I've been talking about so much here. Reverse MOASS, it's gonna come, it's gonna happen. I think there's a lot better chance of a reverse MOASS than a real MOASS. Gonna look at it like this. Let's say best case scenario, right? Here I would say, let's say best case scenario, AMC gets down here to $8, and then maybe it squeezes back up here to like $40 to $50. Just maybe that happens, which I think would be a really good trade, especially if you're trading options. If you're able to get some really good options down here at the $8 to $10 level, you know, down here at 16, and then we rally up here to, let's say, like $50 to $60. That's a 350% move. They are in the stock, and then in the options would be around a 3,500% move. So that would be my play here on AMC if it ever looks like it's going to possibly happen. I would be looking for AMC to sell off down here, consolidate, and then possibly look for a breakout to the upside. But as long as this overall trend is intact, I believe that AMC will continue to go lower. So there it is, trying to stay partial. You know, it's not that I want to see people lose money. It's not that I want to see retail traders lose the battle here, but we have to be honest. At the end of the day, Wall Street's got to keep doing exactly what Wall Street's going to be doing, and that's making money for really, really wealthy and rich people. So you got to sometimes pick your battles. You got to understand that trying to fight, you know, like trying to go against the biggest scam monopoly there ever was, well, it might be a bad idea, my friends. It just might be a bad idea. Now, it's not that I'm trying to be pessimistic here, but clearly the narrative is telling us something else. Yet maybe the apes don't have as much control as they thought. And, well, I think, like I said, AMC will one day no longer exist. And at that point, all of the apes that said they would hold forever, well, I guess they'll have nice little paperweights.